Alright, come on girls. Alright guys, I'll show you what we're up against here at the moment. See a bunch of them out in the paddock here too. There's a big hare out there. Yeah, anyway, this is the burrow we're going to be doing this morning. I'll pull the car a bit closer, run the long nets right around this burrow. And I've got a few curious horses. It runs out both sides of the fence. At least it's nice and clear now, which is good. Another rabbit over there on that burrow. Zip's just seen it. So plenty of rabbits here. I don't know how many young ones I've seen on this burrow, but there's a lot of kits about at the moment, sort of half grown and smaller. So we're probably going to get held up with the ferrets a fair bit. But you know, that's part of the job. My ferrets will kill them and keep going. Hopefully they won't get blocked in behind them for too long. But this is sandy soil. When they get blocked in here, they dig themselves out pretty quickly. And I've got permission on all this other property on the other side there, and he's got tons of rabbits as well. You see all the runs through the grass. So there's a lot of rabbits on this burrow, mate, that's for sure. Okay guys, I'm going to get set up. I'm going to put the long nets out. And once I've got them all set up, I'll put the camera back on and we'll see how we go. Alright guys, I'm all set up now. This burrow here is probably about, I don't know, about 150 holes thereabouts, if you counted them all. Runs from 250 yards of long net all the way around. Sorry, it was not 175 yards of long net. Looks like the horses have knocked the bloody thing over already. And I did just spot a hole in my net I didn't know was there. So I had to do some quick repairs on that. So about 150 yards of long net and about 150 holes. So I'm just about ready to drop the ferrets in. I'll go over and fix that net that the horses have knocked down. And it stretches all the way back to that fence over there. And I've got the long net going all the way around it. I'm out here by myself today, as per usual, most of the time. Looks like it's going to be a glorious day. The sun will come up over them hills pretty shortly. What's going on with these horses, mate? They're very curious animals, horses. Out of here. And it goes all the way over there. A bunch of holes here too. A bunch of holes here. You can see all the burrows here. So I'll get these ferrets in. I'll get the camera back on. Put my pink-eyed doe in first. Hear the ducks down on the water. Oh, there goes one. It's in the net. The dogs will get that. Oh, I can hear it squeal. Missed him. Ferret's got that one. Good girl, Cass. Good girl. Good girl. Cass brought it back. Good girl. Good girl. Get them bloody rabbits. You see the pink-eyed doe's working good. She's in there on her own. I'll just go check this net. Cass pulled it out of the net and brought it back, which is good. Zip won't do that. Once they hit the net, she'll stand back and watch them, which I prefer, because Cass she wrecks the bloody nets. Good girl, Zip. Well, that pink-eyed doe will kill that one. Sounded like a bit of a kit. But she'll only kill it and keep going. I will add a couple of ferrets pretty soon. I just wanted to give the pink-eyed doe and watch her for a little bit. She's pretty good. Remember last time we were here, we had bloody rabbits running everywhere to be. Right, let's add a ferret or two. There you go. Sissy and Grace. One out here. One out there. Stand back and get ready for action. Ferret. And a lot of bolting over here. See there's a lot of dust come up out of that hole over there. You notice young Zip, I shaved her yesterday, took all her hair off. She's normally a lot hairier than that, but in the summer I clip her so she'll run a bit cooler. Looks like a whippet now. Baby, you can chase that out then. Plenty of kits around, see that baby? Here's me pink-eyed doe, covered in blood. Get him, Cass. Get him, Zip. Go, 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 go. Get him. Get him. Through the net. She'll go back down. They've got it. Come on, Cass, good girls. Good girls, come. Come, good girl. Good girl, Cass, good girls, Hip. Good girls. Brought it back alive. Pink-eyed day. It's actually limping a bit. Going on here. It's a big one too. You can tell by the thump. Pink-eyed doe. Lost it. Trouble in summer is we don't get a lot of time to work the burrows, and by the time you set up and do one of these burrows for, you know, two hours, you just about have to pack up because it gets too hot for the dogs and ferrets. But you know, that's summer ferreting in Australia. That's the way it goes. At least you get to come out. But I pick my days. I wait till the morning where it's cool in the morning, because sometimes it's 20 degrees in the morning when you wake up most of the time. But every now and again you'll get a crisp morning like today, and they're the days when I come out in summer. Might get 1 or 2 days a week, you know, where it's dogs will get that. Get him, Zip, get him, Zip. Hoo hoo hoo. Down another burrow. It's working good, that little white doe, mate. Pink-eyed doe. Bolting plenty out. Just go over and fix that net. White doe's out. Back down. White doe, I've got to stop saying white doe, it's my pink-eyed doe. Such a good worker, that ferret. She just really loves her job. It's a shame she wasn't a little bit better condition, because she's a little bit thin at the moment. When I got her back from Dave, after she had her litter, she lost a lot of condition. She was really skinny, and her stamina is a little bit low at the moment, so it's a bit of a shame because she's such a good worker. But once I've had her back for a couple of months, because she's in a big cage, she'll get plenty of exercise, plenty of good tuck up. But that, you know, some ferrets when they have young ones, they just lose condition. Other ones hold it better. Also depending on their size of their litter. Although I had a couple of ferrets with 9, and they were running in and out. They were eating heaps, mate. But I was feeding them stuff to keep the condition on them too. I was giving them a lot of eggs and stuff like that. Gee, she's working good. Back down. See that? A little one straight through the net. She knows too. There you go. So what I'm doing at the moment, guys, I do a bit of a circuit, and I'm doing Paul's place once a week. So I'll do this burrow today, and if it gets too hot, next week when I come, there's a few burrows over the other side, a big one like this, and that'll be the next one I do. But I'll just keep going around in circles until I clean them up a bit for him. Hard when you've got so many young ones and you're going through the nets on such a big burrow. If I had one or two more people with me, we could net it up and catch these little ones. Hey girl. Good girl. Good girl. Such a good ferret. Good girl. Although it's almost Christmas, it's the 24th on Sunday, today's Thursday, and I probably won't be doing much over Christmas. Here's my other day. Sissy, back down. Good girl. Good girl. I'll just give her a break for a sec. She's been working pretty hard for the last 15 minutes. So I'll give her a bit of a breather. Not that she'll want it, but crop out, guts out, one shot. Normally I'll keep the liver, but in and out. That's the trouble with these big holes, they go in and out. Alright Cass. Okay, mine. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, cool. Oh, I've seen one there too. She's straight onto him. Okay. There's me polecat. In and out. Back down. See, she's still working. Get him, Zip! Get him, Zip! Good girl! Good girl! That's a nice one too. Good girl. Well, Nice one, beautiful. Good gills. Nice. Beautiful. Straight Esky starting to warm up. I don't want the flies going on it. It makes 10, 11. Get this ferret box up in the shade now. Well, that's 11 we've got now, guys. Not bad for an hour's work. Been on this burrow for about an hour now, thereabouts. Here's me pink black-eyed white. I'm going to pick her up now. Dot 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 dot. See if she can hear me. Dot 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 dot. She was a long way off too. Good ferret, mate. Yeah, that's what you want, mate. That's what you want. Such a good gill. Yes, you are. Such a good gill. Grace, you're a bloody beauty. Bit of blood on you. You're a beauty. Just wait for Sissy now. Actually, you can go in the big cage now. Have a rest. I'll put some water in with you soon. On the way back, I'll give them, make sure they get water. They're in the shade there, it's all good. Here she is. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's what you want, mate. Hey, Sissy. Such a good girl. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. All right, another day done. 11. Bunch of babies killed. Missed a couple. Dogs caught a couple. Life just doesn't get any better. What I'll do now is, before I head off, because it's starting to get warm, I thought we'd have got another hour or two, but it's actually getting too warm already. I'll have a bit of a look around in the car, just so I can plan of attack for next time. I'll be back here one day after Christmas now, so I'll let Paul know that I won't be doing much over Christmas. So I'm going up to a mate's farm for a bit, and then when I come back, I'll come back and start here again. But he'll be happy. He's got, you know, I think in the last couple of weeks I've pulled about, I don't know, 25, 30 off here, and that's 30 rabbits that he hasn't got eating his grass. Plus all the ones that get killed underground. All the babies that my ferrets would have killed today, they would have killed at least, who knows, you know. But I'd say at least half a dozen, at least, underground they would have killed. The young ones, you know, the kids. So that's it for another day, guys. Fantastic. Life is good. While I'm here, what I thought I might do is just have a look down here. I did notice quite a few, because I've got access to all of this property now. This is all Paul's place on this side, and this is his neighbour, who I've only met once. Last time I was up doing the other burrow, I said, oh, you might have heard me say I haven't got permission here yet, but I will. And anyway, while I was up there doing one of the burrows on his borderline fence, I had a bit of a chat to him, and he said, yeah mate, you're more than welcome. So now I've got access to all of this, all up around this boundary, all up around that, right around. So I'm just gonna, I did notice that like maybe 5 or 6 rabbits just run in over here, and he's got, and I did notice like a handful of them down the bottom of the paddock there as well. So I just want to have a little bit of a look while I'm here at some of his property and give you a bit of a look at some of the new ground I've got too. Where I'm going to find the time to fit it in, that's another story, but we'll get around to it. Nice big dam down there. Bit of luck you'll let me do some yabby and pull a bunch of yabbies out of there as well. They're really good eating. I did notice a bunch of them running in here somewhere. Oh look, there's a big burrow in here. What a beauty. Alright guys, so we got this burrow here. This is where I've seen them running in. Bunch of purse nets on that, mate. We'll get a few out of there. Not today, but we'll get around to it. That's a nice burrow there. Not many holes, maybe a dozen holes. But I've seen about half a dozen rabbits run in there. They were coming in from this paddock and just running in. Looks like finishes here. Let it all join. Another burrow here, dog's just found it. She's marking that up. Comes out here. See the dog marking the holes for me. There's another burrow. Just along this fence line alone, mate, you'd spend all day here. Here's another burrow here. Beautiful. Yep. Geez, there's some rabbits on this property, mate. Look at this healthy. There's a few down here somewhere. It's really starting to warm up now. It's about 25 degrees at the moment, which isn't real hot, but when the dogs are moving around, they'll start to get a bit warm. Yeah, I can't see where the burrow is from here, but there's definitely one out here. I've seen them running around playing here. So there's a burrow just in here somewhere. If I walk through there with the dogs, they'd find it for me. You can see the, oh look, there's one there, burrow there. Know where it comes out. Yeah, so I've got access to all of this now. Alright, let's go and pack that last long net up, and next time I come I'll go along this fence line, clean these burrows up a bit. see the runs through the grass. Alright, that's a bit of a look around for you anyway, guys. Just heading down into another part of Paul's property. A few sheep, a couple of horses, a few foals in here. I'm hoping I can get through this drive through this back gate. And there's a great big burrow on that corner, which I'm not going to do today. I'll have to run the long nets and that one around that one. But there is a real nice burrow I spotted out here with a few in it last time I came out, and I thought, oh, next time I come I'll probably drive up to that and throw a few purse nets down. Oh, he's got good fences though. Look, there goes a rabbit, see that? Been right in front of the car. Yeah, normally, sit down, Cass. She's seen it. Sit down? No. Normally you can't drive in here in the winter time, but it's summer now, so. Just trying to remember where this burrow was. I thought it was just around here somewhere. Oh, it looks the oh look, just spotted a couple of rabbits just there. I've let the dogs out, but it's the snakes, guys. That's what I'm worried about. Where is this burrow? That looks like it there. Yeah, no, that's it for sure. That's it. There's another real big one on that corner, the burrow there. This was the other one I was looking at. Let's have a bit of a look. Yep, she likes that hole. Yeah, definitely. I can always tell with Cass on her how she marks. Okay guys, I'm only going to use one ferret in this burrow. I'm going to put Grace in. I've got the locator on her. Might help if I brought the locator with me. I don't want to lose her in this grass. Check it's working. Yep, it's all good. That's such a good deal, eh? Such a good deal. It's about 12 dozen holes, but if I'm at one side and she comes out the other side, I don't want to lose her in this grass. I've got the locator, I'll pick her up pretty quick. So I might start. Probably where that track runs in. Might start here actually. There you go, girl. First time I've had the locator on her, she just sat there quietly and let me put it on. Didn't seem too bothered by it. Okay, let's see what happens. Sandy, I can dig this if she gets stuck. mine. Mine. Cass, mine. Mine. Good girl. Didn't take long, did it? Good girl. She's looking for it. Working like a trooper, that little black-eyed white. Well, that big black-eyed white. She's my biggest ferret. Biggest gel. That's a beautiful rabbit, mate. Hope I got the camera going. Look at that, what a ripper. Yep. That's how quick you can lose them in this grass. Once they get in here, you lose sight of them, they're gone. You've got the locator. The people that aren't familiar with them, switch it to on, put it on search, and when you point it away from the ferret, nothing happens. Put it towards the ferret, see, and it lets you know what direction they are. That's away. Closer you are, the faster it beeps. That's how they work. Once you get close enough, you put on locate, and it won't. See that? That's how they work, guys. So they're good, but the only trouble is in Australia, as you know, people that ferret, most of the time you can't dig the ground. Which is bloody useless for a locator. Then you lose your ferret and the bloody locator. But in ground like this where it's sandy, or when there's a lot of cover and you got a chance of losing your ferret, I use them. But you won't see me using them much. Over here now. She's worked it, that's good. It's like 10 o'clock in the daytime here. I just want to show you how many rabbits are still sitting out in this burrow. You can't really see him with the camera probably. There goes one, he's hopping about. There's another one there. A lot of half growns. Anyway, I'll call into Pete's place and I might throw the long nets around. It's starting to get hot, but look at the rabbits running into the burrow there. Yeah, so there's another, look at them sitting there. They're running everywhere over there. I'll call into Pete's place and ask him if he wants me to throw the long nets around it. Sometimes he doesn't because he's got his geese nest in there. And he doesn't want to upset the geese, you know, but anyway, if he's home, I'll call in and I'll see. Just look at a rabbit sitting right there. Look at him. There's a little burrow there and they're all just sitting on it. That's a shame, mate, because he's got a lot of rabbits here. Plenty. I don't know if they came out on the camera or not, but you can see them. They're all just sitting outside that burrow over there. And they're not even scared of the car. Look at that. It's a killer, mate. Doesn't mess around. She's a strong gill too, big strong gill. Come on, let him go. That's it. Dead now. Dead now. See how she let it go? Because it's dead. When they fight, you get some ferrets, they won't leave a dead rabbit, they'll stay with it. I won't own them. They're useless to me, mate. You're standing here all day digging them out. As we heard a bit of bolting then. Go, 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 go! Okay, on. That pink-eyed doe's a beauty, mate. I know it was her because I put her in and she tasted straight out. Did see me polecat before. Sissy. So we're getting a few guys. Hoo-hoo! Go get him! Go get him, Zip! Bloody knocked the net over. She hurt herself then. She'll be alright though, she's pretty tough, that dog. Pink-eyed doe choked it out again. Just a point to make, guys, when you see with the larger gills, when they grab the rabbits, and the same goes for big bucks, the rabbits can't pull away from them. When you've got smaller gills that they're not very that strong, the rabbits can pull away from them a lot easier. They can't hold them, you know. That being said, well, they can't kill them either, like that. Normally these little gills, like, they can kill them, but it takes them a while, you know. So they've got the good points and bad. There's that little gill now. Gee, she's a good worker. Such a good ferret. But all these ferrets work pretty good. Look, 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 there's a rabbit just on that hole there. A bit, but anyway, that's part of it. A lot of people do these up. I do it down, but I don't nick the guts when I do it. I've been doing this for so long that I know what I'm doing. As long as you've got a good sharp knife, you're right. Drop still in, see that? Second flick, straight out. This will go straight in the esky on the ice. Go, 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 go! Another one. Dogs have got that. Bring him to me, Cass. Bring him. Good girl. That's a good girl. Come on, girl. Bring him to me. A few bigger ones coming out now because I've killed a lot of the smaller ones. Jill, it's black-eyed white, is it? Yep. She's going good too. It's only the third time I've used her and she's going real good. She was a great pickup. Really nice type ferret. She'll add some good blood into my line, that one. I've got a couple. I've got one of her young that I kept, and I'll breed with that next year. But I'm planning on keeping 2 from one of my other jewels, my best working jewel. I'm keeping 2 out of her, and I've kept 1 out of this black-eyed white doe. So I'll only be keeping 3 this year. You found them, did you? Oh, have a break. I'll give you a drink of water and a break. I'll just get this other ferret out, she won't be long. got me polecat down, Sissy. She's the only one I've got down now, which is my best ferret's sister. Not a lot between them, but her sister's just a little bit more consistent. Sissy will miss a few every now and again, but you put her sister in and she doesn't miss many. And you can tell, you work them through a burrow on their own and nothing comes out, or you might get one or two, and then you keep putting them down a little bit and nothing happens. Then you put the other one in and it'll find one, and vice versa. You put one in and it'll chase a few out, and then you put another one in and nothing comes out because I got them all. So you end up learning which ferrets find them better than others. You know, they're like dogs. You get some dogs that got better noses than other dogs. I mean, they're all still handy. And they're better for different applications too. Each dog's got its use. It's like Cass. She's fat and slow, but she's got a good nose. And she's a great marker. When she marks a burrow, 99% of the time, or 95% of the time, you know there's something in there. And yet Zip is a lot faster, and above ground, she uses her nose better. For finding them out in the paddock, when she's running through the paddock, she can smell the fresh scent better, and she follows the trail a lot better. And she's got much better eyesight, being a sight hound. There she is. A break and some water. Come on, come up here, get a drink. Come, Cass, come. Have a drink. Sip. Almost getting too warm. I'll give them one more run through and then I'll pick them up. I'll just give them a drink, gut these rabbits. Always piss them out first. Empty their bladder. This one looks like it's carrying young. Oh no, she's just fat. Plenty of grass here for them. Bit of liver for these two. A couple of kidneys. I'll just give the lungs and the heart to this one. A bit of a feed. There you go. You see they'll be hungry now, see that? After they work they get hungry. They exert a lot of energy, ferrets, and they've got a very fast metabolism. When they work like that, well, normally they say that a ferret will eat on average, because their metabolism's so fast, believe it or not, once every 6 hours. And when you're working them like this, they exert a lot of energy. So it's always, people don't feed them when they go out, but I do. They say, oh, they'll go to sleep in the burrows. It's bullshit. I'll show you. put them ferrets in, they're not going to sleep in any burrows, mate. Not the ones that enjoy their work anyway. I'll just wash this rabbit out, it's a little bit... Dogs break his guts out. But I'll wash this out and I'll give it to the ferrets when I get home. Always makes them stink when they do that, when they break their guts. Just wash them out, they're fine, good enough for ferrets and dogs. It's only their crop, but it does make them smell. It ruins them. I wouldn't eat it, but it spoils the meat. What I'll do now, so I know which one it is, I'll put it in the bag. And as soon as I get home, that one will get chopped up, given to the dogs and the ferrets. Plus it's wet, you know, it's got, I know which one it is. And that we've got 9 now. So I'm going along all right. We're getting a few, guys, we're getting a few. I'll give these ferrets a little bit of a drink and then I'll run them through once more. And we'll just about have to call it quits because it's starting to warm up. It's not too hot for me. Dogs are coping okay, but it's the ferrets that, you know, once it gets too warm, it's, you got to watch them, you know, because they work. They love it so much. They'll work themselves to death. They just get too overworked and hot, and then you can get problems. You watch. She's had something to eat. Give her a drink. I want a drink. No. Want a drink? You want a drink? Oh, I'm not thirsty. She's found a bit of liver. So you always carry a snake bite bandage, guys. If you're in Australia or a place where they've got snakes, always carry one of these. They'll save your life if you get bit. It's called a compression bandage. And if you get bit, you wrap up, just stretch it a little bit, not enough to stop your circulation, and from below the wound and above the wound all the way, wind it on. Move as little as possible and get help as quickly as you can. If you can, stay in one place and ring someone to come get you. The more you move, the quicker the venom will spread. Dot, 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 dot. As to how many you see, well, for those that do follow my YouTube channel, you'll see that how many videos are on there, and not on one of them you wouldn't have seen not one snake. The trouble with the snakes are, our biggest fear is when you're walking up to the burrows and that, if there are any snakes in the vicinity, they head for the burrows for cover and protection. First place they'll go to is the burrow, and if you don't see them and then you put your ferrets in on top of them, that's how you can lose your ferrets. Because you don't see the snake go to ground, and then you run your ferrets through and then they encounter the snake, and ferrets by nature will normally attack a snake. And 99.9% of the time they won't win. And the ferret won't last long after a brown or a tiger bites them. 5 minutes they'll be dead. See, they've had a drink, something to eat, and as you can see, they're not sleeping, they're working. Good girl. Yep, that's your box. Here we go. Still got food in there. That's it for her for today. Okay guys, I haven't got a lot of battery life left, so it's going to be running out pretty shortly. But you've seen a little bit of action, see a bit more of what I do, a bit of information. And as I've said many times, mate, there's not a lot of things in the world I enjoy more than this. In such a beautiful country, birds are singing, nice calm day, dogs with you, man's best friend. And the ferrets are in, and the long nets are up. It just don't get any better. You got the ducks down on the lake. It's such a beautiful place, mate. Life just doesn't get any better than this, I'll tell you. Okay guys, I'll say goodbye for now. Enjoy whatever you're doing in life. Life's too short not to. Be good to your neighbours and be good to yourself. Bye for now.